Hey everybody, this is Duke from the Duke and Cat Show, and we are proud to have an update of Where Are They Now? And one of our guests today is a guest that you've seen on our show, Mr. Sam Whitman, off to the left, who is doing some great projects here in Tucson. And this great man off to the right is Kevin Conley, and we're going to introduce you to both of them right now. So we just want to thank you both for taking some time out to let us know what's going on here in Tucson and the artist division of Tucson. There's not been a lot of things that people have let us know what's going on, but Sam always lets us know. So Sam's got two great projects he wants to tell us about, so I'm going to just let them go ahead and introduce themselves and tell us what they've got.
Oh, we have stuff.
Stuff you can get.
Well, this came out last October. This is Sam's collection. It's a short story collection with 6 stories in it. It's my first and only written book. It's a mix between romance, horror, and supernatural, and one of the stories is even all 3. So it's kind of an interesting mix in that area. I've never really thought all 3 of those would go together in the same book. But yeah, it's like I said, it's my first and only collection, and it may stay that way. I don't know. I may have this writer's block for another 30 years.
So what made you want to do scary stories?
Just the fact that I love doing scary stuff. I like being scared. I love scaring people. And if people don't have nightmares, I didn't do my job very well.
So Stephen King is one of your heroes then?
The only book I've read of his, and it was only halfway, was Pet Sematary.
That's a scary book.
Yeah, it was awesome. And Fred Gwynn was narrating the whole thing in my head.
So how many short stories are in this short story collection?
There's 6 of them. The longest one is actually the first one, and it's like 97 pages. And the rest is kind of, it goes from like that to all the way to that.
Because you know how some of our attention spans are, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say about that to that.
So you used local actors I see in some of the pictures on the covers, right?
Creepy looking dude in the TV. That's our friend Angel, Indo, of Indo Cotton, and of Los Guapos, by the way. And those guys are awesome. And that's Jamie Edwards, and this constipated guy in the back is me. And then covered in blood here is Georgina, and she went to Golden Corral looking exactly like that and met her family for dinner. So that was interesting. I wish you could have seen that.
That's great.
So what else do you got going on here? I see you got 2 books on the table.
Hi, I'm Kevin Conley, and I'm an artist and animator, content creator, and this is our collaborative book. Sam is a great photographer, and I've been doing photography myself for a little while. Decided to collaborate on this book. It all started when I made a comment on a picture he made of, it's called The Heartless Bride, on Facebook, and it just inspired me to make a comment on it, and he said, I like that, and we put that in the book. So that's what we did. Originally we were going to have it where we have pictures and I did do comments on it, but then it worked into just a showcase of our photographic talents, or mostly his, but
yeah, mostly not by a long shot.
okay, but give you a peek there. There's some awesome. There's a monarch, monarch, or a what they call viceroy butterfly.
So did you get these on walks, or how did you get your photography in the back of your house?
Yeah, and me just out and about. I was actually on my way. This is before the Sam's first book came out. I was on my way to meet Sam to do the first day of shooting for Hazelwood, a horror series. And I was looking at the bus schedule and had this big, ugly black fly with awesome wrought iron looking wings right there, so I took a snap of it.
So how long you been doing photography there, Kev?
Just off and on for like 20 years. Nothing really focused. I don't know how to look all the controls in that. I just point and shoot what catches my eye. But mostly I've been working on animation and filmmaking. I like the short format, and I've released a few films at the Lock Big. My first one, I was really happy with. It came in the top 4 First Friday Shorts in 2015. What was really great though, I was really happy it came in, that high on the approval was because I just stayed all night long getting the timing of it just right. So it's on my YouTube page.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
On Obscurascope, youtube.com/Obscurascope.
Awesome.
So it's on there, and on Trick Photographer too, I believe.
You guys have written a book together. You've collaborated on photographs. You've done movies and small short films. And what else do we see from this collaboration? Do we see?
Well, there is something that's actually in production currently.
And this is your.
Yeah, it's going to be for Hazelwood. I'm turning it into an 8-episode miniseries for YouTube specifically.
Nice.
Like each episode will maybe between maybe 8 and 12 minutes long or something like that. I'm not really sure yet.
Oh.
Well, I'll be around if you need some background people.
Hey, will somebody get that guy a cough drop?
Well, we thank you guys for doing, what you do here in Tucson, because, there's a lot of talent here, but no one covers any of this, and they don't let people know what's going on to support local events. So, I truly thank you guys for doing this. And is there anything in parting that you would, love to leave your audience, some words of inspiration, and somebody sees this and says, man, I want to do exactly what they're doing?
Do it.
Yeah, don't talk about it, just do it. And I want to actually give a couple shout outs. One to Mary and the Flathead Band, which I saw last night. They are freaking amazing. And Los Guapos. I have yet to go to a concert because it sometimes runs at the same time that I'm going to something else, which was last night. But I have listened to their music. It is amazing. And then lastly, but not leastly, is RKMC, Rolling Knights of Tucson. I've got 2 of those guys on Facebook. I shot with them a little bit down at Mean Sisters a couple weeks ago. They're awesome. So if you want to get a hold of them for a photo shoot, there's 4 of them. They'll maybe 1 or 2 or 4, however many you need. They'll bring their bikes down and shoot with you at your event or whatever you want to do. So they're really awesome people.
And Kev?
That's great. I'm planning a series. I was thinking of doing it on public access, but we know what happens with that. But on YouTube or on Facebook, I'd like to start up a discussion group, a little discussion show, a little talk show about local artists that are doing into sci-fi, fantasy stuff, filmmaking, just like this, just informal, just set up some cameras and just, banter back and forth and talk about stuff like that, and have local artists and filmmakers talk about their projects, what they're doing. This will be an opportunity for them to, showcase their talents, get their contact info out there. I think it would be fun. I miss those old late night horror host things. I don't know if I'm going to have it where we actually have a movie, or maybe run a movie and comment on
Maybe
it.
one of our own movies or
Mystery
something.
Science Theater, but I'd like to do something like that. I'd enjoy it. I'd get contacts, people I could collaborate with on their projects, on my projects, because I'm going to need actors. So
And how do they get in contact with you if they are interested in being a part?
That is trickphotographer@gmail.com. Excuse me, trickphotographystudio@gmail.com. Kev Arctic, KEVARTIC @gmail.com, or through my YouTube channels. Either of those.
And
Trick
Sam?
Photography.
And
And
Sam?
contact for me, if you should be so bored as to do so, is sammitman@gmail.com, or you can get me at my YouTube email at samsviewphoto@gmail.com, or you can also find me on Facebook, SAMMITMAN, or on YouTube at Sam's View Photography.
Well, thank you guys again.